Today, we're diving into some fascinating news about Samsung's Galaxy S25 lineup, particularly the highly anticipated Galaxy S25 Slim. By the way, if you haven't reserved the Galaxy S25 yet, click the link in the description to reserve now and get a chance to win $50 Samsung credit, up to $1,250 additional savings, a chance to win $5,000 Samsung credit. Now, let's jump straight into it. Samsung is shaking things up with its Galaxy S25 series. Unlike previous releases, the company is rumored to add a fourth model to the usual trio of flagship variants. This new device, tentatively named the Galaxy S25 Slim, is creating quite a buzz. However, there's some unexpected news for fans of the USA. Industry insider and leaker Avon Blass, also known as Leaks, recently shared some insights that might disappoint prospective buyers in the United States. According to Blass, the Galaxy S25 Slim, or whatever its final name may be, is unlikely to be available through US carriers. While this doesn't necessarily rule out its release in the US, it does suggest that if the phone does make it stateside, it could be limited to unlocked models with no carrier ties. Alternatively, its release in the US might be delayed compared to other regions. On the bright side, there is evidence that Samsung is actively developing firmware for the Galaxy S25 Slim for markets in Europe, Asia, and the UAE. However, US-based firmware hasn't surfaced yet, leaving some uncertainty about the device's availability in the States. For regions where it will be released, the Galaxy S25 Slim is expected to fit between the Galaxy S25 Plus and Galaxy S25 Ultra in terms of both price and marketing. There's more to the story. While the base, Plus, and Ultra models of the Galaxy S25 are set to be unveiled next week, the Galaxy S25 Slim might not launch alongside them. Current rumors suggest it could debut in May instead, which is an unusual move for Samsung's flagship series. This staggered release could indicate that Samsung is positioning the S25 Slim as a unique offering rather than a direct competitor to its siblings. Even Blass's insights also highlight an interesting parallel with Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 6 Special Edition. This device was initially rumored to be called the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Slim, but ended up being a region-specific release, available only in South Korea. Could the Galaxy S25 Slim follow a similar path? If so, it might become a niche product targeted at select markets rather than a globally available flagship. While the Galaxy S25 Slim is intriguing, its design philosophy raises some questions. If the phone is indeed as slim as rumored, it may come with compromises such as a smaller battery. This could impact its overall appeal, especially for users who prioritize battery life and durability over ultra-thin designs. As much as slim devices look appealing, they often come with trade-offs that not all consumers are willing to make. If the Galaxy S25 Slim ends up being a market-specific release, it won't pose a direct challenge to the rumored iPhone 17 Air Apple Slim device expected later this year. What do you think about the Galaxy S25 Slim? Are you excited about its potential, or do you think Samsung should focus on other innovations? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, if you're planning to upgrade to the Galaxy S25 series, click the link in the description to reserve your device and unlock incredible savings and rewards. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on the latest tech releases. See you next time. Mac stays true to Apple's iconic rectangular shape with flat sides and soft corners. This year, it features an even slimmer bezel, allowing for a larger 6.9-inch display. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, keeps its sleek, curved edges and integrates the ever-popular S Pen, a feature unique to Samsung's Ultra series. Size-wise, the differences are minimal. The iPhone 16 Pro Max measures 163mm at 77.6mm, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly shorter, but a bit wider at 162.3mm x 79mm. That extra width allows room for the S Pen, which gives Samsung an edge in productivity. Apple, however, introduces something new this year, the camera control button, a capacitive touch key that allows for zooming and other camera controls with a swipe. When it comes to color options, Apple sticks with its sophisticated muted tones, white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Samsung goes for more variety with options like Titanium Violet and Yellow. And for those ordering through Samsung's website, you get access to exclusive colors like Titanium Blue and Green. Display. Now, onto the display. Both phones deliver top-tier screen technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max boasts a 6.9-inch OLED display with a buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate. As with the iPhone 15 Pro series, you also get the always-on display feature, which lowers the refresh rate to just 1 Hz when the phone is idle. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind with its stunning 6.8-inch AMOLED display that also supports 120Hz refresh rates and an always-on feature. One advantage Samsung brings is an anti-reflective coating, making outdoor visibility much easier in bright sunlight, something the iPhone lacks. Both displays are breathtakingly vibrant, but there are subtle differences in color. The iPhone 16 Pro Max tends to lean towards warmer yellowish tones, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra has a cooler, more tealish hue. A standout feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop its brightness to just 1 nit for easier nighttime viewing, great for late-night scrolling. Performance. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-generation 3nm process. This makes it incredibly efficient, with significant improvements in heat dissipation and sustained performance compared to its predecessor, the A17 Pro chip. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra is no slouch either. It runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, custom-tuned for Galaxy devices. While the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 performs well, especially in gaming and graphics-intensive tasks, it tends to throttle a bit sooner than Apple's A18 Pro under extreme stress. In benchmark tests, the iPhone 16 Pro Max leads in CPU performance, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra takes the edge in 3D graphics, scoring slightly higher in peak performance. However, Apple's new chip excels in long-term sustained performance, so if you're planning on pushing your phone to its limits, the iPhone may have a slight edge. Camera next. Let's discuss one of the most critical aspects of any flagship phone, the cameras. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 48-megapixel main sensor paired with a new 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. Apple has also introduced a new lens coating to minimize lens flare, addressing a common complaint in previous models. On the flip side, Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra brings its camera game with a 200-megapixel main camera, a 50-megapixel zoom lens, a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x zoom, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Samsung has packed in more megapixels, but remember, megapixels aren't everything. The iPhone tends to produce more natural-looking photos, whereas the Galaxy S24 Ultra sometimes leans into oversaturation, delivering more vibrant images. In low-light photography, both phones perform exceptionally well, but Samsung's larger sensor can capture more detail in some scenarios. For video, the iPhone takes the crown with its 4K recording at 120 frames per second, ideal for capturing stunning slow-motion footage. While Samsung's camera app offers tons of customization, Apple's new camera control button provides a more intuitive experience for videographers. Battery life and charging. In terms of battery life, the iPhone 16 Pro Max packs a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra edges it out with a 5,000 mAh battery. Both phones are more than capable of lasting through a day of heavy use, but Samsung's slightly larger battery may give it a slight advantage. When it comes to charging, Samsung takes the lead. The Galaxy S24 Ultra supports 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt charging speed. Samsung also has reverse wireless charging, which allows you to charge other devices like earbuds on the back of your phone, something Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't offer. Software. Lastly, let's compare software. Both iOS and One UI are polished, mature operating systems, but they offer different user experiences. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is a fantastic choice. But if you're looking for more customization options, better charging speeds, and love the idea of an S Pen, Galaxy S24 Ultra might be the perfect phone for you. Ultimately, both of these phones are top-tier devices with a ton to offer. Whichever one you choose, you're getting a powerful, feature-packed smartphone that will keep you ahead of the curve in 2024.